Coming up on this episode.
I'm sure she's going to make very good reasoned arguments.
Well, she's concerned about modesty, so here I am making sure that you can see my cleavage.
Scandalous. I'm just pointing out that she's afraid to say the word that 5-year-olds say. Okay, let's hear her explain why leggings are terrible, because someone might look at your butt.
Oh yes, women need to be ashamed of their bodies.
Not only is she fat shaming, but she's body shaming in general. And
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm not okay with this. I'm kind of grossed out a little bit.
Is it gross? Yes. As a polysexual person, I check out women in leggings all the time.
Yeah,
because she's a transformed wife. She doesn't like homosexuality.
She doesn't like heterosexuality. She doesn't like any sexuality.
I was just about to say that. Like she's not a sexual person.
No, yeah, it's disgusting. Like, as my husband has said, if I could tell you what to do, I wouldn't respect you.
I can't help but notice she's exposing her neck, part of her upper chest, and her hair. There are countries where that can be scandalous. Hello, Internet. This is Red Angel Sophia here with another installment of Tearing Down Terrible Videos Together, where each time I get together with one or more guests, and together we get a video from somewhere on the internet with really terrible messaging, and together we critique that video and expose what is so terrible about that video's messaging. And this time I have two guests. Both of them have been on this show before. And for my first guest here, give a warm welcome to Tylo. Hello, Tylo.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, Internet.
Tell us about yourself.
I am your local Satanist and your resident fluid individual.
And our second guest here has also been on this show before. Welcome, Helen Greene.
Oh,
hello, Internet.
there she goes.
Hello.
Hey, Helen. Tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Helen Greene. I am an atheist activist, cis queer person. I co-host a couple podcasts, Left of the Valley, and also Recovering from Religions podcast, and I'm an ambassador for Recovering from Religion. So I do a little bit of everything as an atheist activist.
And as always, we have to critique today a complete train wreck of an episode. This time it is from a YouTube channel known as A Transformed Wife, and the name of the video is The Immodesty of Leggings. So
This sounds like a train wreck.
And I'm sure it is.
I'm sure she's going to make very good reasoned arguments.
Yeah, because this is a transformed wife.
Yeah, very reasoned.
Her argument's not reasoned and informative.
Would you say that she's trying to transform us?
Oh, I hope not.
Well, she's concerned about modesty, so here I am making sure that you can see my cleavage. Because that shows what I think.
Modesty culture.
Modesty culture. Yay.
Gotta love it.
Okay.
Anyway.
On to the video.
Yay.
tdtvt Inferno Vision.
I love it.
Me too.
Hi. I'm sitting here in our guest bedroom downstairs, and I've been criticized about a few people. Some people will always find something to be critical about. That's just
And you give us very much to be critical about.
I do
their
like the
nature.
painting in her background. I'll give her 1 point for the cool. Like I really like the floral picture in the background. I'll give her 1 point.
Okay, I agree.
Some people will always find something to be critical about. That's just their nature that I'm doing in a bedroom. And it's because it's quiet. I don't have to be disturbed.
The fact that she's doing in a bedroom is probably the only thing in this video that I do not have a problem with. Who is complaining about...
Yeah, who's complaining about using a bedroom? That is absurd.
If someone is, then it's okay, fine.
Even from the religious right, I don't see who's complaining.
No.
I mean, hasn't Girl Defined done a number of videos from their bedroom?
Yeah, there's plenty of Christian conservative YouTubers that do stuff from their bedroom. Oh my goodness, you can record a video while you're sitting on a bed. Scandalous.
Let's see, like the Ashleys from Recess. Scandalous.
Scandalous.
Scandalous. Let's do it together.
No.
1, 2, 3.
Scandalous.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's go on.
It takes me less than a minute to set up, and I wouldn't be doing if it took much more time than that.
Well, I would appreciate her not doing videos, but since she's doing them, we're going to tear it down.
I can just think of something and go, okay, I'm going to just run in here and do it. So I do it. Anyway, I posted something a few days ago about leggings because every Saturday we walk on the beach, and every woman on the beach is wearing leggings.
What beach does she go to?
I mean, is it cold where you're at?
Like that.
If it's cold, then yes, I understand I want to run on the beach, but I'm going to wear some leggings because it's cold.
I live in Florida, and I actually live in the city where one of the most popular beaches in the country is. And I've been to the beach plenty of times when, I feel like it, which isn't often because I hate the sun. But I can tell you there are no people on the beach wearing leggings unless they're like jogging and working out. Like that's it.
Yeah, appropriate, proper attire kind of thing.
So usually people are in bikinis and swimsuits, but
Yeah, I'd wear a bikini if I had one, but I don't think I have one.
We'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
But
anyway,
Tylo, I like your bikini.
I love my bikini.
It is a very cute bikini.
So,
okay, let's keep going.
So I had to settle for the most revealing shirt that I could quickly find. I had to settle for that.
That's fine.
Yeah, you're good. We're all good.
You're showing off the boobies. It's all good.
Awesome. Let's go on.
Let's go on. Yeah, I'm sure
we walk on the beach. We walk along the beach on the road, and every woman is wearing leggings, tight. Some of them see-through, and it's just I don't understand how women can be comfortable in them, knowing that men are checking out their backside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of wearing them.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, that's why else.
Does she not want to attract a mate? I'm confused.
I don't know.
Remember, she
oh yes, that's right. She's biblical. I forgot.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll call it I called it butt on the Instagram post, my Twitter. So I'll just say
the word butt.
I can see their butt.
Yeah,
you can say butt. It's okay.
This channel has critiqued a few times a video from Mr. Butt, and once even on this very show, a video from Mr. Butt has been critiqued. And I'm sure... What?
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. Keep going.
I'm pretty sure that eventually Mr. Butt will be critiqued again on this show. You can say butt. It's even someone's name.
I'm just pointing out that she's afraid to say the word that 5-year-olds say. Just saying.
Yeah.
But that's her.
Yep, just saying.
But that's her.
But that is her. Yay. Okay. Let's
she can't help but say but.
No. I'm gonna go one up and I'm gonna say ass.
Ooh. Spicy take.
I know, spicy.
I bet she likes being the butt of a joke.
Oh, probably, yeah. That's her kink, really.
It all makes sense now.
It's all coming together now. Okay, let's hear her explain why leggings are terrible, because someone might look at your butt. Okay.
Perfectly. If they have cellulite, they can see it. In the front side, they can even see. Sometimes the leggings hug it.
Oh, yes, women need to be ashamed of their bodies. So...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is she referring to what I think she's referring to?
Fat shaming?
If so, not only is she fat shaming, but she's body shaming in general. And
yeah, pretty much, yeah.
I'm not okay with this. I'm kind of grossed out a little bit.
Is it gross? Yes.
Let's go on.
So tightly they can see even that. And it's just so immodest. And honest men will tell you that they are immodest. Whenever I write about it, many men comment and say yes. It's like paint.
Okay, well, let me just, a man can look at a woman in a pair of leggings and think they're attractive, or another woman can look at another woman in leggings. Nobody cares. Anyway,
are you talking about homosexuality?
I'm allowed to do that. Sorry. Because as a polysexual person, I check out women in leggings all the time.
Well, as a pan individual, I do the same thing. So I don't understand what the problem here is.
And you know what? I go, that's nice. And then I move on.
Yeah. Because she's a transformed wife. She doesn't like homosexuality.
She doesn't like heterosexuality. She doesn't like any sexuality.
I was just about to say that. Like she's not a sexual person.
No, it's just to make babies. That's the only reason why you're having sex. It's just to make the babies.
No, that is not at all what that's
not for fun. No sex for fun. Sorry, everybody.
Their bodies. When I was in my 20s, I had leggings on and I was going to go out, and my husband saw me and said, "You're not going to wear those outside of the house." And
oh my.
Oh, I'm so sad for you.
Oh. It's like in her 20s, that means an adult.
Yeah.
But she has to be still under the thumb of her
wear what
husband.
you want.
Well, let's keep in mind that for her husband tells her how she should behave. So her husband's telling, and she's just like, okay, yeah, I will know. Yeah, it's disgusting. Like, as my husband has said, and we talked about this the other night, if I could tell you what to do, I wouldn't respect you.
Yeah. In a sane society, if her husband doesn't like the fact that she's wearing leggings, he can kiss her shiny metal leggings.
Yeah. So dumb. Anyway.
Oh, okay. So I didn't. He's a man. I think.
So she didn't tell him. She did not tell him to kiss her shiny metal leggings.
What does anything of him being a man have anything to do with this conversation? So what?
I'm going to go with appeal to authority.
Misogyny.
Misogyny. The patriarchy.
The patriarchy.
Down with the patriarchy.
Smash the patriarchy.
Figured he had a good reason for telling me not to wear those outside of the house. So I do wear them. The only time I wear them now is if I travel, and I would wear a long shirt over them and then even a longer sweater that came down to my knees. I just find it.
Oh my
that
goodness,
is the
girl.
best.
Oh my goodness.
Hope she's not traveling somewhere that's too warm.
They're pants. Girl, they're pants. Just wear pants. Like, and that she has to think out a whole outfit. Like, is this gonna show off too much of my butt? Like, really? Oh, okay. Okay.
You're thinking about it too hard.
I know. I am. I'm sorry.
I like big leggings and I just can't lie.
Nope, you can't lie.
The other brothers can't
Most
deny.
comfortable outfit to travel in. But recently I had found leggings that have a long skirt over them, and I love them. They're comfortable, and they're because leggings.
What? Where do where do those things? I've never
like legging skirts, like skirts, but leggings with skirts. I'm sure this is gonna be ugly. I'm sure I'm gonna hate it.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Probably.
I many times do wear in the winter leggings with a skirt over them.
I've done that too. I wear jean skirts with my leggings. But it should be
There's
because
nothing wrong with that. You want to know what anime character used to do that? 16 from Dragon Ball Z.
and also too.
You mean that's what Bulma wore?
Bulma wore them. Yeah, Bulma wore them. Like, it is a fashion statement. It is kind of a thing.
But it should be a personal choice. Like I do that.
Yeah, no, it is definitely a personal choice.
It should always be a personal choice. If you want to wear leggings with a skirt or a dress, I do that too. I also wear leggings as pants. I can do both. Amazing. Weird. Anyway.
I just had to do that Kamehameha because when there was that mention of Dragon Ball.
I have not seen one single episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, we're going to fix that.
Oh, okay.
We're going to fix that. You got to see Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. All right. That's a different video.
That's a different time frame.
That's a different
We'll do that on the server.
Yeah.
Those are not going to be featured in this show because this show only tears down terrible videos.
Yeah.
It does not tear down awesome videos.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Anyway,
therefore it will never be featured on the show, but it will be often referenced.
Yes. And onward with the horrible wife lady.
Yeah. Oh, girl.
These are incredibly comfortable, but I definitely did not. My husband did not want me to wear them outside the house. I know that it's hard on men to see women in leggings.
It's hard on men to see women in leggings. What?
Then there's a problem with the man.
Yeah.
I wish there was a cisgender man on this panel.
Well, no,
I mean,
in my fluid status. Technically, I am also a cis man.
Yeah, is it hard when you're in more of a male mood? Is it hard for you to see women in leggings?
No, because I respect people and I respect distance.
Wow. It's almost like men can be complete human beings and not driven by their sexual desires. Oh my goodness. Weird.
Who'd ever thought?
Oh, Lori. Lori. I'm so sorry for you. Poor Lori. Anyway.
And stumble, and God calls them leggings. It can cause them to lust and stumble. And God calls us to be modest, to be discreet, and to be shamefaced.
So basically, men, according to her, have no ability to control their own impulses.
Nope.
I disagree.
I said according to her.
I know, but I disagree. I disagree with her premise in absolute every fundamental way.
You know what? I've known plenty of cis men in my life who have been in a strip club, seen women completely naked. And you know what? They still respect women. Weird. Weird how that works.
I think the reason why some men in her community have trouble controlling their impulses, partly it is because of a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Well,
I
yeah,
think Dennett kind of hinted to that, not specifically in the context of sexual impulse, but when he gave his explanation about why neuropsychologists are doing harm when they say we don't have free will, is because saying that actually harms our free will, and basically believing that it is impossible for men to control their impulses actually makes it harder for men to control their impulses. Plus, also various techniques that men can use to control their impulse are also forbidden in the evangelical
prohibition on a facet of human existence is never a good idea.
No.
I mean, let's look at actual prohibition. What happened there? People found ways around it. They bent the rules, sometimes even breaking the rules altogether.
And we do it over and over again. People are like prostitution, oldest profession in the world.
Sex work is work.
Sex work is work. Like you have to go out and like if you sell yourself to a company to make a buck, you sell your body to the company and sell your body to somebody else to make a buck, and we're all doing the same thing, just in different roles. So sex work is work. So I don't know why we all like to pretend that like sexuality and sex is on this different end over here, where other things are over here. And it's just like, no, we just all make different choices. It's just that society has told us that it is wrong to be a sexual being when it's not.
When it's not, it's actually normal. It's completely fundamentally part of the human experience.
But thing is, purity culture also tells men not to masturbate.
They say the same thing to women. It's not just men; it's anyone.
Yeah, they say nobody's supposed to do that, and that's not right. It is a normal, healthy function of the body.
Yeah,
but I'm saying is that teaching probably has consequences when it comes to people's ability to control their sexual impulses.
Yes. Once again, it goes back to that prohibition issue of you prohibit a specific thing, and people end up craving it more than what they should, and then it gets twisted and perverted, and it becomes this awful nightmarish thing where you end up with preachers touching little boys.
Right, and that's the thing that happens because sexuality is just a normal part of human existence. This is why over and over again, if you talk to people that grew up in purity culture and modesty culture, they talk about how difficult their teenage years are because their hormones are flooding their bodies and they have to make up like arbitrary rules to explain away things that they want to do so they don't get mad because apparently God is very concerned what you're doing with your genitals. There's children dying of cancer, but what you do with your genitals is the major thing we should be worrying about. It's all dumb and stupid. It's gross. Terrible and gross. Anyway, so let's go on because, she has some terrible takes.
Yes, we've waxed poetically long enough.
Yes. And we're only 2.5 minutes in.
Let's go on then.
To be modest, to be discreet, and to be shamefaced.
Gotta be ashamed.
Do nothing to draw attention to ourselves and not to be stumbling blocks. So we are responsible for how we dress women. I don't care what the popular Bible teachers and influencers are telling you. We are absolutely accountable for how we dress.
You're accountable to yourself. You need to dress in a way that makes you comfortable.
Well, obviously, you're supposed to have some level of modesty, like
We do have
not
societal rules that we all kind of agreed upon.
Yeah, we agreed upon not being able to see everything as a society. However, what that looks like for each individual may be different, and it may be dependent upon other rules. However, you cannot do what she is asking, because if you do that, you are denying a part of yourself.
And what does she think? And the thing that I find, obviously she's a Westerner, but there are plenty of people in other countries that women go topless, and nobody cares.
Nobody bats an eye. Nobody thinks about it.
Because nobody has sexualized the female body to the degree that, the United States and other Western countries have that, and put a lot of shame onto women for expressing their sexuality. Because if you want to have sex, it's obviously the woman's fault.
I can't help but notice she's exposing her neck, part of her upper chest, and her hair.
Yeah, she's not biblically accurate. We have a problem.
Why aren't you wearing...
My point is, there are countries where that can be scandalous.
Yes. And it just this hot take hurts me.
Yeah, so the thing is, because I don't think she realizes that there are countries where women could actually get in trouble for exposing their neck, part of their upper chest, and their hair like that.
Yeah, but those are those offbeat, like, people that don't have white skin countries, so they don't count.
That was a little racist, but I'll let it slide.
No, because I'm pointing out that she probably has some very, very bad ideas. Because she's coming from this Christian cis het perspective, which is disgusting and terrible.
So you're not saying that you see that as a distinguishing issue?
No, because she's picking and choosing between ideologies. Because she thinks that you should be modest, but should you wear a burqa? She's going to say no. So how's that any different from what she's doing? Oh, well, I don't want to be that extreme, because they have a wrong idea, because their idea of God is wrong. That would be her argument, I bet.
But if you ask them why they do that, they will tell you exactly the same frowning thing that she is saying, which is that she have to do it because men supposedly can't control their impulses.
Right, and if they violate someone's bodily autonomy, it's that person's fault. It's all
and in Orthodox Jewish settings,
is a whole another section.
That's another discussion we can have. Anyway,
in Orthodox Jewish settings, a man cannot even hear a woman sing.
Well,
I'm sorry. I like listening to my wife sing.
I mean, I sing. I don't think anyone should listen to me, but I do sing. Not well.
And I shared this last summer about a bathing suit I got, and it's like a little dress. It covers me, and I love it. It's modest. And my husband loves it. It's the most comfortable bathing suit I've ever worn. And bathing suits, you're so much more comfortable when you're in something modest than when you're in.
How did she know that? Like, girl, like, if you wear what you want, nobody, like, if you feel more comfortable in a one piece with a little skirt, because I used to sell swimwear, like I did it for 9 years, help people buy swimwear. And if people wanted to have like even if they wanted to wear like a bikini top with a skirted bottom, you could do that too, whatever you're comfortable in. But don't tell other people if they want to wear a string bikini, tell them not to wear a string bikini. Right, Tylo?
Right.
Exactly.
Do not shame me.
Do not shame. Shaming's bad. Don't do it.
I have no problem if you personally don't like to show off.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. Not my concern. My concern is when you tell me not to show off. Because if I got it, I'm going to flaunt it.
Right.
Same here. Same here.
God, the God that doesn't exist gave me big boobs for a reason.
Exactly.
So I'm not going to show them off.
Am I?
I'm pretty, okay? Anyway, okay. God, this poor woman. All right, I'm going to let at least a minute play before I dock.
Okay.
When you're in a bikini or a thong, I can't even imagine wearing a thong. But the women's sin is to want to attract men's attention. It is absolutely true. I was a teenager and I was there. I liked attracting men with my body.
And so, what was wrong with that? Oh, wait, it's not biblical.
And it was an ego thing. And we thought we were just a prideful thing. We were just so amazing that men would be lusting after us and looking at our bodies. But it's actually a sinful thing.
Oh.
Nothing
I
wrong
disagree. It's a natural thing.
It's a natural thing to want to be attractive and to attract a mate and want to have sex. What?
Biology demands it.
There's nothing wrong with being the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17.
Exactly.
Exactly. Very well put.
And unless someone's being pervy, and that's not okay.
Yeah, I wish
that's more on the person being pervy,
not on you.
Yeah, that's more on the perv. That's more on the perv than it is on you.
I wish I could have been the dancing queen at age 17. I wish.
I was too much of a nerd at 17. That wasn't happening. I'm still a nerd, but I'm a sexy nerd now. There's differences.
Nice. Am I a sexy nerd?
Sexy nerds. Yes,
sexy
we're all
nerds
sexy.
Unite.
We're all sexy nerds. Jeez.
Yeah.
Sexy nerds unite.
That's right. Okay. This poor chick. Anyway.
To be doing that, to be stumbling blocks to the men around us. So we need to cover up. And someone asked me today, so are you an IFB, like only skirts down to past your? No, I'm not. I'm not a part of any group. I just find
she's not a part of the evangelical right wing.
I disagree, but she may not be part of the IFB specifically. They are a group of extreme neo-Nazi white supremacist right-wing individuals.
Oh, it's a cult too. That's fun.
Yes.
Wow.
So, she may not be part of that, but she's got those leanings.
Let me see what IFB is.
Don't go down that rabbit hole, Red. Trust me on this one.
It's gonna make you sad.
Yeah, don't go down that rabbit hole.
This is supposed to be a lighthearted video. We're now going to talk about Nazis.
Okay.
We're doing lighthearted stuff, and
although I do have some videos on that I do want to tear down if I can get the right guests for it.
All right.
Not a problem. We will definitely facilitate that at some point.
Yeah.
Let's finish this one.
My husband has told me too tight, too short, too low, and things of that nature. So I don't wear clothing that's too tight, too low, too short.
Because she doesn't have a spine to tell him to kiss your shiny metal leggings.
Sorry. I'm gonna do the boob dance. Doop 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 doop.
Am I pulling that off?
Mm-hmm. No, you gotta get like the wrist against it so you can do the jig. There you go. Like you gotta push them together and get the cleavage going and do the dance. There you go. Like there you go.
I'm so proud of this moment.
I just hope she watches this video so much. So much. Girl.
But then her brain may explode. But then again, it's not like she's using it.
Oh no. Well, it's for God. It's God's brain, really. Whew, okay, let's keep going on these terrible takes.
Continue on.
Above my knee. So some of my dresses are above my knee, but not very much above my knee.
Oh man, dresses above your knee. You're going straight to the
Oh no,
infernal zone.
ankle, calf, whatever will I do? I can see those.
Harlot's
Actually, I don't think that we will accept her in the infernal zone, will we?
She's a harlot, guys. She's a harlot. I love harlot. Harlot's a very fun word. You can call me a harlot. It's fine. Harlot is a compliment. I'm gonna take the word back and say harlot is a compliment.
And be the scarlet harlot.
Be the scarlet harlot. That's right.
I do feel more comfortable when they're kind of below my knees for when I sit down and everything. But he likes me to be modest, and I like to be modest. And as a mature believer in Jesus Christ,
That's fine.
But she still has skirts that go above her knees.
And this is the thing. Like I have the same thing. I have a job. I cannot wear like my sexy clothes to work because 1, I don't want to. 2, that's not what I'm there to do. And 3, like I do like to feel a little bit more comfortable because I'm at work. But if I choose to wear more revealing clothing, even when I'm with my husband, doesn't really matter because it's a choice.
Yeah.
It's a choice. Like
It's
you can
a
wear all the
choice.
modest clothes you want. You can dress like you are on Little House on the Prairie. I don't care. But don't force it on other people.
Don't tell me
gross.
what to wear, though.
Yeah, because it's gross. Nuance is a thing.
And everything. So that post was going viral on Facebook. And as it goes viral, I received many awful, dirty, wicked comments because all these godless women come on and just try to shame me. And they can't. They can't.
Oh, us godless women.
We are terrible, Sophia. You and I are terrible because we're godless.
Yeah.
We're awful.
Hey. I'm
And
included in
Tylo.
this.
I'm sorry, Tylo. You're my Okay, well, what would you like for this particular video? Would you like me to refer to you as a woman? Just like, what gender are we doing? Okay. So
that's the whole thing with the female avatar.
Okay, great. Well, I want to make sure. I don't want to assume. That'd be rude.
So no,
I
try to set that up. It's all good.
All 3 of us beautiful women think that she has a terrible tape because guess what? It's a choice. And guess what? You can still be an awesome person and not believe in God. Oh my goodness. Weird.
Oh no.
How that works. I know.
God forbid.
I know. I happen to be nice and love animals and take care of people, even though I don't believe in a deity. Weird.
Flying
It's
spaghetti
almost like
monster
2 things aren't related.
I know. Listen, the flying spaghetti monster has touched me with his noodly appendage, and I've been freed.
Right.
Kinky.
I don't want to think about this anymore.
Okay, let's listen to Lori give more terrible takes.
May he marinate you in his. May he marinate you.
Like I said, I don't want to think about this anymore.
White sauce.
Oh my god, you too. Wow. And I thought I was
Tylo. I love you.
Love you too, Hells.
Let's keep going.
All right.
I know that what I'm teaching is truth. You're only offended if you're feeling conviction. See, the world today confuses conviction with being offended, which is sad. So it was going viral, and I haven't had a post go viral.
I'm not offended by you. I'm not offended.
I'm not offended by you. I'm offended by the things you are saying. I'm offended by the words that are coming out of your mouth.
Like you're not personally hurting my feelings. But what you're saying is toxic and terrible, and you're gonna give people complexes, which is disgusting. So stop doing that, please.
Yeah. Well, and then in her eyes, because I present male in public, because of that, I am automatically incapable of controlling myself. I don't think so. I like to think that I have a very deep respect for everyone around me.
I wouldn't be friends with you if I thought you were a butthead.
Exactly.
So, yeah. We're all friends because we treat each other with respect and mutual kindness. Weird. Ugh.
And God has nothing to do with it.
God has something. We just learn to socially adapt and be kind to each other because it's beneficial for us as a species.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, if any cis man or any man does something wrong to someone that identifies as a woman, it's our fault. Apparently,
no, not acceptable.
Yeah, it's gross.
No, it's the fault of a very religious culture that does everything to sabotage someone's ability to control themselves.
Yeah.
Agreed. Very well said.
Yes.
And I think we all are glad that we've escaped from that toxic culture, because those toxic cultures do everything to sabotage our ability to control ourselves. That dehumanizes us. So we're all
Speaking
glad
of escaping, do we want to do our plug now?
Oh yes, because we need to help Alfred escape from the southern United States. And here is his the QR code to his GoFundMe. Basically, religious fundamentalists like this transformed wife, when they have enough power, they make laws that make life dangerous for certain people. And the southern United States is becoming extremely dangerous for transgender people to be in. And if I could, I would help every transgender person stuck in the southern United States to get out. I don't have those resources, unfortunately, but I can share with you Alfred's GoFundMe so that if you have the money, I understand if you don't, but if you have the money, you can visit his GoFundMe and share with him some of that money so that you can help him get out. You might be saving life. What were you saying, Tylo?
Yeah, the money that Alfred raises would go towards his first grocery list, washing machine, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Things of general necessity for life and continuing to live relatively comfortably when he establishes himself in a new location.
And he has been keeping updates on his GoFundMe of where the money is going, what he's spending the money on. So the people that do donate to him know that where the money is going. So he's been posting things off and on, like he got to go to a doctor's appointment. He got to do a couple other things on his GoFundMe. So, this is definitely something that isn't like he's just not spending money like willy-nilly. He also, I'm going to go and mention a charity that he gave me links for that is helping him. A Place for Marsha is a organization and charity that is working with transgender people that are living in unsafe states to get there. You have to be over 18, but to get them out of dangerous situations and try to set them up with new lives. And Alfred has also been working with them as well. So donate to Alfred's GoFundMe first. But if you know someone also that is trans and needs help, please give them the resource to aplaceformarsha.org so they can also be able to get out of horrible situations. I have a friend that lives here in Florida that is trans and trying to get out, and A Place for Marsha was sent to them as a resource that they're going to take up on so they can get out of Florida. So we all need to take care of each other in this community.
Yeah,
yes, we do.
So you give me their information, and so that their QR code is up here as well.
Yep, I will put it in the chat, and you can use it and do it as need be, or you can just put it in
the Discord chat.
Okay, you can put it in the doobly-doo.
Yeah, and I'll put it in the
doobly-doo.
The doobly-doo.
And of course, right now, any viewer should be able to see the QR code.
I don't know if they have a QR code.
Well, I generate the QR code
Okay.
from the URL.
Okay, I'll get that for you.
On to the transformed wife.
Okay.
And I know Facebook very much censors me. And so yesterday afternoon, I noticed it was gone, just disappeared. And and no explanation as to why. Yesterday morning, they took down a post that I shared from Paul Harvey, If I Were the Devil. And they took it down. They said I was in Facebook jail for 6 days. And it said because I had talked about animals and guns, which is against community standards. And nothing I said on the page or in the post has anything to do with guns or animals. So I said, do you agree with this decision? I said, no, and I said, why? So a couple minutes later, they restored it. I was going, wow, that's great. I'm shocked because usually they'll take any opportunity to put me in Facebook jail.
I wish she would stay. I think, honestly.
I love the persecution culture.
I was about to say the same thing, Tylo. Christian persecution complex.
So let's go on.
Yep.
But this time with this post, it just disappeared. No explanation, nothing.
Oh, no.
And I'm sure it's because it was reported by a bunch of women who are offended, or usually they'll give an explanation of why it was against community standards, but it wasn't against community standards, so they just delete it. They don't want my post to go viral anymore. I've had enough go viral. They don't want my truth spread, and that's okay.
I want to point out what she means by viral is 56 people talk about it. What we consider viral is something where everyone is talking about it. What she's talking about is maybe a handful of people.
Also, or if people respond to it, because the majority of people don't think this way anymore. And if people are responding to her going, this is a terrible take, you're body shaming, you're being misogynist, sexist, you're promoting toxic masculinity, all these terrible things, and they talk against her, she doesn't like that.
Yep.
Let me see something here.
Because we're moving beyond these terrible ideas.
Thing is, let me see how many subscribers she has on YouTube.
Oh, her subscriber count doesn't matter. It's what we're talking about is her Twitter account.
I like her Twitter account is terrible. When we decided to do this video, I decided to go look at her Twitter account. Holy moly, she has some terrible, and she does have a good audience. Like over 1,000 people have responded to some of her tweets. So
and she has over 13,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Okay. So she's not a small channel, but she's also not a huge channel where she can affect mass media.
Oh no, she's one of these Christian hot take, and she knows the things that she's saying is inflammatory. Like, she's not stupid, and she knows.
You would hope.
She knows exactly what she's doing, because she can play like the victim, bring up her Christian persecution complex. She can bring that up and say, like, they're just trying to censor me because I'm speaking the truth. Like, she knows what she's doing, and she can play the victim. It's because she feels that she's the minority, and she thinks that people should just follow what the Bible says. I'm like, okay, so I should stone my neighbor because he decided to work on Sunday? Lori?
Yeah.
No, that. There's a whole nother episode hiding in this episode.
Oh yeah, pick and choose, Lori. Pick and choose. It's gross. Sorry.
All right, let's continue on with this. We're almost done.
We're almost done. I just hate hypocrisy. It just makes me mad. Anyway, let's keep going.
Okay, let's go on. I was just trying to see if I could compare her subscriber count to the subscriber count of some prominent atheists YouTubers.
Yeah, we'll go down that rabbit hole another day.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go on.
It's their platform. I know they don't like truth, and I'm thankful for the truth that all these platforms allow me to share. And I know that all of them can disappear in a day or in a moment, and that's just life being on this earth as a still stranger and a pilgrim. So we must get used to that, believe it, and understand it.
Her faction controls the U.S. Supreme Court.
Yeah.
And huge swaths of the legislature, and the majority of the legislature in a number of states. But she's a persecuted minority.
She is. Poor thing.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. I'm a persecuted minority.
I'm a persecuted minority.
Yeah.
Because
no, this is not a persecuted minority. This is with privilege. Privilege and power.
It's not here and it's in heaven. But while we're on this earth, women, live to glorify God in everything, in what you eat, how much you eat, what you wear.
Oh, even what you eat has to be controlled.
Who is that cult leader that just died in a plane crash last year that basically was telling women that the way to get closer to God was through controlling what they ate?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Oh my God. Okay, okay, sorry. Side tangent. I'm gonna show you this crazy woman. There's a Netflix documentary about her. We're gonna have a discussion about this later because I gotta tell you guys about this crazy woman. I mean, I'm not trying to swear.
I know what you meant. I know what you were gonna say.
Yeah, I know. I pulled it back.
I am interested in what you have. What this Netflix documentary is later.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about this later.
Right. Back to this crazy woman.
How you love your husband, having sex with your husband, raising your children.
Oh yes, because it has to be completely on his terms and not yours.
Who said that you can't enjoy sex with your partner?
The thing is that whether or not, according to her, based on other videos of hers, whether or not you have sex with your husband has to depend on his whims and not.
Right. Yeah, because bodily autonomy is not a thing.
I'm sorry, and like I'm going to say in that video, I would not respect my wife if she gave in to my whims at all times.
My husband said the same thing. Like, if I say I'm not in the mood, he goes, okay, and that's it. That's it.
As it should be.
Yeah, and if he says the same thing to me, I'm like, okay, and we move on. It goes both ways. Because we're equals. Weird.
Yes. Weird, right?
You're an equal with your partner, aren't you, Tylo?
Exactly.
Weird.
And if I had a partner, I'd be equals with them. If I had a partner.
Yeah.
Because we're happier that
we're working on that.
Because we're all human beings and we should treat each other with kindness.
Yeah.
Lori.
All right.
Let's go on.
Come on, Lori.
Yeah.
Children, loving your children and your grandchildren, serving other people, going to church and praising him. We're just about ready to go.
Yeah.
I was with her until she said going to church. And I was like, nope.
Yeah, but serving other people, it's something, but she means just serving other people and not serving other people and yourself. You should serve other people and yourself.
Yes, if you cannot take care of yourself, you cannot take care of others. And therefore, you should always come first. I understand that is not something a lot of people want to hear, but you should advocate for yourself first because you can only take care of you and then other people. If you don't do that, it's a very toxic and a very inflammatory and very volatile situation you find yourself in.
And then you have people walking all over you and you lose the ability to say no and knowing your boundaries. Say no and knowing your limitations is a strength.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's go on.
Live for him. Love him, trust him, and obey him because his ways are perfect. Bye-bye.
No.
No, let's not.
No.
Let's not.
No.
Okay, so
Bodily
that's
autonomy, oneself, 7 tenets. I'm just gonna start spouting random Satanistic facts here.
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah. As we see, we've reached
Lori.
the end. We've reached the end of this train wreck.
It's just so frustrating because she's obviously intelligent. Like she's an intelligent person, but she's not a thinker. She's not looking at the things that or she is very strategic. She might be wicked smart and she knows exactly what she's doing, but I'm just saying that she's not very critical of her worldview. Because I don't want to say that people that believe in religion and all that type of stuff are dum-dums, because they're not dumb people. She just has terrible messaging, but she knows exactly what she's doing, and she says inflammatory things because she's going to get a response.
Kind of like how I say inflammatory things and wear a bikini.
That's right. Listen, I'm showing off the boobies, so in a modest way.
Yep, got to show off the girls
Because I'm on YouTube. And I don't want to get flagged.
So, I think that about wraps it up. Do you got any final words, Red?
It was a lot better than the last video. Like, I'm not as angry as I was when we were watching the IG video.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a train wreck.
I'm still
appropriating the Holocaust like that in order
to talk about being pro-choice and and also talking about people like the ableist language and all that type of stuff. Like it was so bad.
Yeah, where he was appropriating the trauma of my people to push his ridiculous agenda. That is terrible. But anyways, I should mention now that the opinions expressed by my guests are not necessarily my opinions, nor are they necessarily the opinions of my cat Amber, or of the monster hovering over my bed, or of the gremlin possessing my elevator. And for that matter, even my own opinions at the time of me making a video are not necessarily my opinions at a later time. Anyways, so with that said, it's been wonderful having y'all on this show. So until next time, see ya.
Wear leggings, people. Just wear leggings. You're fine. Bye.
Bye.